So this is the MC-1 aircrew / parachutist safety survival knife. It is a U.S. military issue knife, and in my personal opinion, this particular knife is the absolute the worst knife, U.S. military issue survival type knife I've ever owned. If that interests you, stick around. Alright everybody, welcome back to Free America. If you can hear them cutting hay in the background, I apologize. I can't get away from the sound of that right now. But I wanted to bring you this video real quick. So this knife is called an MC-1. It is a U.S. military issue knife. MC-1s were produced by Camillus. They were produced by Schrade Walden. Those are the knives that you most commonly see. They were also produced by this relatively hard to find company. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Logan Smith, Venice, Florida. Now, during the Second World War, oh, by the way, this is an automatic knife. It's a push button opening automatic knife, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. During the Second World War, they issued a knife that was similar to this. It had black handle scales on it, and I believe it was called the M2 knife. And I'll put a photo of some stuff right here. So you can see that. After World War II, they began producing the knives like this with the red body on it, or there's not red, the safety orange body on it. So, as you've seen, it has the blade, right? It has the bail, so you can tie it to yourself. It also has a shroud hook knife, right? So you can cut parachute shroud with it. That's really what it's designed for, right? This does not lock. The knife blade itself does lock, and when you are carrying the knife, this little safety right here slides up and keeps the knife from deploying in your pocket and slicing off your stuff. You know, you don't want that to happen. Of course, it's kind of hard to keep this thing from sliding off, but that is what it is. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The MC-1 knife, even though I said so, is not a bad piece of equipment. So they were issued basically to all kinds of air crews and all kinds of people who used parachutes, including paratroopers in the United States military since World War II, right up into the 90s. This one, I think, I don't know how long it was in storage, but I picked it up in the 90s. So it has the orange, safety orange scales, right? Now the fact that it is an automatic opening knife, also referred to as a switchblade, makes the knife a controlled item in the United States military. So if you get issued one, you sign for it. If you don't bring it back, then you have to do, a statement of charges or a statement of field loss or something like that. because what they don't want is GIs going downtown into Vietnam and sticking somebody with a switchblade, right? So this particular individual item, this knife, absolutely sucks in my opinion, even though as a Logan Smith knife, which is one of the more rare versions of the MC-1, it simply doesn't work properly. I'm going to show you, right? So safety is off, and this is the deployment button, right? You see it? Watch this. Oh, well, that's not how it's supposed to work, right? The other part is when it's in your pocket, this part of the edge is up, and it is sharp. I'm here to tell you, guys and gals, this is a sharp knife, okay? If you put this in your pocket like this, you're going to catch the inside of your pocket and you're going to cut yourself in your clothing. Now this is not typical of all MC-1s. It has been typical of this particular piece of equipment since I've gotten it. So watch that again, just so you understand. It's supposed to snap all the way open like a real switchblade, right? Yeah, I mean, halfway is about as good as it goes on its best day. Now, when you deploy it all the way open, by the way, you can flick it open. I don't know if I can get that done here on camera. Let's try this. Not real, right? Oh, I'm gonna cut a hole in my freaking raincoat. Okay. So you can flick it open and then lock it, right? It locks anyway, quite frankly. But you see this gap right here? Look at this. Yeah. That's a lot of slop. And I really wish they weren't cutting hay right now. I'll talk to those boys. So no kidding, it is sharp, guys. Unfortunately, it's not really super safe. So it's in pretty damn good condition, right? Basically because as soon as I figured out it didn't work, it went into a bag with a bunch of other crap that I don't use. So the shroud cutter can be used, right? If you're in a parachute harness and you're caught up in your shrouds, you can use this, right, to cut shrouds, and it does work, and it's pretty sharp. It's respectable, right? But what I will tell you is this knife is, or version thereof, is still being manufactured. Still has a national stock number and still can be purchased and issued inside the United States military. In fact, I'll put some pictures up here. Colonial, right? A well-known U.S. military contract company, Colonial Knife Company, makes a version of the MC-1. I think they call it the M742, M749, and something else. And they come in different colors with blackened blades, blackened so that none of it's, you know, shiny. They have tan and green and black handles. And so forth and so on. But guess what? If you try to buy this knife, first of all, you can't buy it from Colonial without a U.S. military ID or something along those lines that they will accept, you know, as proof that you have a legitimate purpose and you're not just buying a switchblade knife, right? Frankly, there's a lot of other automatic knives that I would buy before I would buy any of the best of these knives. But Colonial will sell these knives. If you go on their webpage, they'll sell you one for $199. And I got to tell you, boys and girls, that's ridiculous, in my personal opinion. Yeah, if I'm going to spend $200 on an automatic knife, I'm probably going to buy a Benchmade. I wish I had my automatic Benchmade here to show you, but I'm sure it's tucked away in all my, super secret stuff. So I wanted to share this with you guys because the MC-1 knife overall is really not a horrible piece of equipment. But from the moment I got this knife, it has not worked, right? So it sucks. I don't know what to say about that, except that it's a piece of decoration. I'm glad you joined me today. God bless America. If this video was halfway entertaining, educational at all, give me a thumbs up. Please go and smash the like button. If not, by all means, give me a thumbs down. And if this is the kind of stuff you like, I'll be doing more of these videos. By all means, hit the subscribe button. Thanks. God bless America.